Hello everyone, welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be opening one of these booster boxes, cracking some more packs. Welcome. This is booster box number 2. Number 2 showed up today. Number 3 still hasn't shipped, so I don't know what's going on there, but who knows. Maybe it'll show up, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll have to go fight someone for a refund. I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see. Good news though, locally to me, a bunch of drafts are showing up and sealed events stores are scheduling. So that tells me that some product has gotten to stores that didn't have product the first time around, because some of these have never supported the game before. And also, they weren't greedy little bastards and just cracked them open to sell for singles or $200, $300 boxes. They're actually using them to run events. So I'm impressed, because some of these stores I don't expect that from. So that's good news for me today. How's everyone else doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. If you didn't already see our previous unboxings, they're probably better than today's unboxing. You can check them out in the video description. There's a playlist full of all our Star Wars Unlimited content we've done over the last few months. And you can watch it there. But this box I definitely paid the most for. This was not MSRP. I paid an extra, I think, 55 Canadian dollars for this one. Because it was from a store that I play lots of events at over the years. I do like this store, and they charged more, but they had a little bundle. If you buy a starter deck, you save like $5 or something, but really they're ripping you off anyway on the booster box, so I didn't really save anything. But yeah, I bought it because I know this one would show up 100%. So they've never let me down in any way, other than sometimes their TCG kind of card game pricing can be a little funny, but yeah, they're reliable. But the other stores I ordered from, it was MSRP, but I've never bought really anything from them before besides singles, so I don't know. But that one box we got last time was a really good one, and we got it early, and so that was good. And this one arrived on launch day, which is good, but I feel like let's not get our hopes up, okay? Let's not get crazy, but we're going to open this live today. We're going to check out what's in the 24 booster packs. That's the plan. Anyone get any sick pulls today? Anyone watching live? Did you open anything today on release day or earlier? You don't have to tell. Did anyone get a showcase? I saw some people in our Discord, our private Discord, were posting. I saw like a Bo-Katan showcase. Some nice legendaries, couple crate dragons. Jacko got open there. And if Jacko doesn't want those, bring them to Gen Con. I'll make them disappear for you. Unless I find some more. But I also went through my cards this morning after going to 6 pre-releases. My wife joining me also at 5 of those. And all the prize packs we opened on stream, plus some I opened yesterday. I went through all the rares and legendaries, and there is still 7 legendaries I've never opened any of. There are rares that I've never opened any of. I think there's like 8 I've not seen a single copy of yet. And there are some rares that I've got like 6 copies of. So I guess I'll be trading those extras. But yeah. So user football. I'm not sure which football we're talking about here. We're talking about soccer, American football, Canadian football. Yeah, I'm not sure which one. So it might be sussy. But football is asking, are you picking up a 100 pack at Gen Con? That's a question that nobody can answer. Nobody can say, yes, I'm picking up that pack, because nobody knows how to get that pack. And if you'll have to kill someone for the pack, camp overnight for the pack, if there's a random lottery for the pack, nobody knows. So will I be trying to pick it up? Again, that's not something I can answer at this point, because no one knows how the hell to get them. Unless somebody's already determined how we're getting them, if a chance at them. But if it's waiting in a lineup for 12 hours, no thanks. My convention time's worth way more than that pack is. So yeah, no thanks. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I know what pack you mean. I just don't know like how you can ask if I'm getting it, because no one's getting it. No one's guaranteed to get anything. They might have like 100 and you have to like join a fight club, and whoever the champion is can buy one. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? Who knows? But anyways, let's not talk about stupid stuff that we don't know anything about and we can't speculate on, and it's probably silly. We'll find out. You guessing it'll be like Disney Lorcana? I hope not. I hope not, but if it is, then I don't want to wait in a lineup that long. That was not worth it for me. It was fun to get the cards last year and play with them and stuff. That made kind of an interesting Gen Con. But still, if I could take a couple of those hours back, I probably would have. I would have spent those hours demoing Star Wars Unlimited more. Anyways. Alrighty. But yeah, they said stay tuned to their like social media. And they'll announce how you can get them. And hopefully they announce it not too close to the convention so that people can actually change and make plans. Because it's crazy to announce that literally like 2 weeks before Gen Con or whatever it is. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. And some people I've literally talked to, I talked to some local people that are now debating buying badges, you know, booking flights or hotels or staying with family or driving all the way down there for like 1 day just to try to get these packs, but they don't know which day to go down for. So literally we're waiting on FFG to determine how to even have a chance at those packs. And yes, because they're villain, I would be interested in them for sure. I think it's super cool, but if it's too crazy, I'll leave it to the crazies. But yeah, hopefully they make it so that players can actually have a chance at them instead of just random collector scalper people, you know? Yogi, I appreciate the super chat for praying for the good pull vibes. I am, and I know I saw you mention praying for a Jabba showcase. I don't know if you meant for yourself or me, but a Jabba showcase would be amazing, but I think I've already used up my showcase luck for like the next 4 sets. So I would not be surprised if I never pull a showcase for the rest of the time I play this game, to be honest. So let's not get crazy here. Like locally, the player group has already nicknamed me in our local chat, Mr. Showcase. And they were like rubbing me yesterday for luck at our pre-release, trying to get luck off of before they open their packs and stuff. And they're all like looking over my shoulder like, oh, are you going to open a showcase today? I'm like, I don't just make that happen. I got super lucky for set 2, but overall, like, I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy what happened so far. If you want to see what happened so far, check out the playlist down below and watch some of the Shadows of the Galaxy pack opening stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it here. You need to click the videos. That's how we do it. But thank you, Yogi. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let's get to it. Is everyone here? Or are most people still watching the FFG live stream of them doing drafts? I mean, not that I was just doing that. I'll watch the rest of that later. Yogi, thank you so much. There it is. There's the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, the pulls I am hoping for as a player, as someone who goes to weekly events multiple times a week, who likes to play different decks 3 times a week, and I literally bounce between villain leaders, and now I have new villain leaders to build for, so oh my god. I'm trying to keep my, like the scope of what I'm focusing on so narrow, but there is now double the card pool, double the leaders, double the options. It's insane. So what I'm hoping to start with is just upgrading the leaders I played a lot during all of set 1, whether at the start or the end. And those leaders were Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and I guess you can kind of lump in like Palpatine and blue villain leaders. I played like pretty much all those equally, trying to make some kind of late game control-y stuff work. But those are the main leaders I bounced around, those villain archetypes. And now like Villain Rush looks like it could be a thing with like Kylo, you know, instead of IG-88 and all that stuff. But I'm looking for stuff. The first things I want are things to upgrade my Boba deck, whether it's Boba Yellow, which was like my favorite, or Boba Green. Gives me an excuse to play my Darth Vaders that I love. Throw in a little Darth Maul in there, which I have 5 or 6 of. Or like Vader Green is also like probably my like, it's like close to my heart, like my favorite. But I know it's not like the greatest, but I love it, and I win games I shouldn't be winning with it because it just, I'm having fun. And yeah, it just feels good when I'm playing that deck. I don't get mad at the deck. It just like, yeah. So I'm looking for things to go in those decks. And when I look through my legendaries and rares, Oh, also Mel, my wife plays Hero Red mainly, or Hero Green, with some other mix of color in there, right? Those are like her favorites, like double red, red, or red green, whichever leader, Leia, Sabine kind of thing. She's now talking about wanting to play Mandalorian stuff. I don't know whether that's Bo-Katan Mandalorian or whether that's the Mandalorian, yellow Mandalorian. So those kind of cards. So things like another Poe Dameron would be good. I only have one Crate Dragon for my Vader deck. Maybe one more would be nice. Because I want to try to ramp to Crate Dragon to be fun in Vader. I think just replacing some ships that I normally play would be fun. Darksaber. I have 0 Darksabers. That would be good for Mel's deck, I think. Whichever Mandalorian she wants to go with. I'm sure a Darksaber would be juicy in there. Getting a couple copies of that would be nice. So I've seen 0 of those so far. So if I'm just thinking for stuff that's playable so that myself and or my wife can go to like weekly events starting next week and play some new cards or some similar decks but not need that many cards to add to them, it'd be fun to get those cards without having to make a whole new deck and missing too many pieces. And another one would be, I've seen 0 finalizers, but like I don't need that for those decks, but it would be fun to goof around with because I like Villain Green. I've gotten 0 Dryden Voss, so that kind of scares me away from the whole capture Jabba the Hutt stuff right now. I feel like I'd want like a couple of those in that deck to really like do the whole, like what I was doing, Palpatine yellow, like stealing and killing things and not letting him go back. The idea of capturing something then playing it yourself for free sounds like, oh my god, that's like kind of like what I loved about Palpatine. It just felt great to do that stuff. So I have 0 Dryden Voss, which kind of sucks. But I do have 2 Final Showdowns. I do have 2 DJs. I have 2 Evacuates. I know the 2 DJs and 2 Final Showdowns could go in my Boba Yellow deck. So finding maybe another... I think that's fine, actually. I don't think any more than 2 DJs. But I have 0 Supreme Leader Snoke, so my Villain Blue stuff, that's what I would love to mix in there. But of course, Avenger is still cool. And playing the way it plays and just updating some of the commons and uncommons would be still fun. We only have 1 Wrecker, which I'm surprised by, considering how many of some other rares we have. So for Mel's deck, a Wrecker, another Wrecker or 2 would be good. Heroic Resolve would be good to find. Maybe another Mandalorian unit. We have 2. Maybe you don't need more than 2. I don't know. I only got 1 Palpatine's Return, but I would like more. So those are the things I'm kind of looking for. Oh, Bazine Natal, I got 2. I'd like another one. I've got 0 Dr. Evazan, but I don't know if I should be playing that card. Because I know from playing Game of Thrones, LCG, having like prized mechanic and some cards that are having busted stats, eventually your opponent knows how to mess with you, and like if you don't play it 100% correctly, you end up giving your opponent such a big advantage that you end up losing the game, and Dr. Evazan has that possibility. Triple Dark Raid, I have 2. I would like 1 more, and then I could start messing around with Villain Yellow decks for vehicles. Would be fun. Tobias Beckett, I have 0. Boba Fett's Armor, I have 0. I'm upset about that. I would like 1 or 2 of those to throw in my Boba decks. Would be fun. I don't know if that's like a great card, like for, like it could leave you open, especially with all the attachment control and attachment stealing and stuff. But that would be fun. I think like 2 of those would be nice to goof around with, but I have 0. We only have 1 tech. Of course, if you want to build a deck around tech, maybe tech 2 or 3 of those would be amazing. And yeah. And then there's that Kragan Gore villainy guy. We only have 1 of those. But he looks like he could be fun to kind of mess with in a deck. And I have 0 Altering the Deal, which would be fun to play with. But yeah, those are kind of what I'm looking for, is those ones I've mentioned. Oh, Kylo Ren's Silencer, or Kylo's TIE Silencer would be fun. In maybe even Vader Red Green would be like a nice ship. Not going to lose sleep over that one though, but I have 0 of those. So yeah. Did I kill enough time for everyone to show up? Yeah, looks like it. Thank you to all 17 of you who clicked the like button already. That is huge. Thank you. Thank you so much. No upgrades for Mel, or does she have her own boxes? No, we share the pool. All the stuff you see me open is for both of us to build from. So that's why like I go play and I get prize packs and play sealed and drafts, like even after I have most of the cards, because it's like having extras of some of the cards that we both use that are like single color, not hero, not villainy, Or even like, I guess neutral you always get like tons, they're always common, but there's some like uncommon and rare like single color aspect that are like viable on both sides, like villainy or hero. And if like I'm playing a red villain deck and she's playing a red hero deck, we might use some of those cards across. But I mean, like, it's not the end of the world. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's kind of cut it open here. Cool, cool, cool. So did anyone open anything cool today? Or is everyone like literally just swimming in piles of cards? Ultravioletta says that I was watching your starter deck stream and stopped to watch you do this opening. Ah, that's a good choice. Minya says, just got a DJ. How would you use him? So DJs can help you make like wedding receptions more interesting, bar mitzvahs and stuff. High school dances. DJs are great for that, right? Because they usually have like a good collection of music and they know how to like mix music of certain tempos and like eras together to make sure like people are having a good time and like less likely to leave the dance floor. So yeah, those are the ways like you use a DJ. So like just do your research before you book a DJ. But that's Minion, that's the best way. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do that joke again sometime in the future. Please tell me to stop when I start doing it. All right. So how would you use DJ? Okay, here's how you use it. As a Boba player or a mid-range or aggro player, basically as a mid-range player, which is like my favorite, is there's a moment when you're playing against like a Krennic deck or an Iden deck or anything with villain blue, and now with like villain yellow even maybe, where you'll be playing the game and your opponent's just like removing your units and you start playing little units and you're going a little wide so they can't like power the dark side you and all that stuff, and you're eventually chipping in damage at their base and they're not healing enough and you're like pushing and pushing, but there always comes that moment they're just trying to slow you down, they're just trying to delay you so they can drop a super laser blast followed up with Avenger or followed up with some Palpatine or something to like just control the board. And those turning points, if you haven't done enough damage or you haven't held back enough cards in hand, or in smuggle in this case now, if you're not ready to recover after a super laser blast and possibly 2 or 3 of them, the game will slip away and you'll lose it. But what I learned from playing Game of Thrones Living Card Game, that's literally based around Valar Morghulis or board wipes. Board wipes were a huge thing in that game because like everyone dies in the Song of Ice and Fire. It's like just how it is, right? So in that game, they ingrain the idea of board wipes and units will die and like you can be so behind, but if you can like wipe the board and like recover and like that was a big thing, right? So in this game, there's not that many board wipes yet. It's not that serious, but like characters don't stick around. Or in this case, units, I should say. If you can snipe from hand, and like I loved using Bodhi Rook or out of faction Spark of the Rebellion to yoink something from hand, you could pull a Super Laser Blast or an Avenger and the game is just yours and you just finish it off and you're done and you go home, you know? Because that's your like key turning point. So if you can pull, or like an Overwhelming Barrage, right? And you turn that off. So think of it with DJ in there, there's another option to disrupt. So DJ, you can smuggle him in, and if you're playing double yellows, the best, right? Or if you have tech. If you have tech, you can play DJ for like 5 resources. And you don't have to pay the double yellow, I think that his smuggle is. You just have to worry about what his normal aspects are. And what you do is you have to really know your opponent's like important resource turn. So you could, before you know you're going to the turn that they're going to play a Super Laser Blast, you make sure you grab initiative, and or the turn before, whatever you want to time it. But you obviously have to have 7 resources, or if you have tech, you can pay less or whatever. But you have to kind of time it. But again, with like Bodhi Rook and stuff, you're looking at the hand and you're kind of checking things out. Or maybe with Kira, you can look at the hand. There's lots of ways to get hand knowledge. Viper Probe Droid. You can do little things like that to kind of like give you the odds and like let you know. But you can bring DJ out and steal a resource, literally putting them down a resource. So now they can't afford Super Laser Blast on that turn and you finish them off. Or you can, or the next turn then play a Bodhi Rook to steal it or something, you know? Like, it just buys you that extra round and messes them up. Or even like a leader flip. So let's say Vader is about to flip. You know he's going to flip and turn the game around. You literally steal a resource. Now they don't have the accurate resources for deploying their leader. Fill in leader name here. And if the leader flip is so important for them and you steal that on that turn, that could literally mess up everything they saved in hand for that leader flip. And now they're awkwardly playing things like, or can't play things because of certain things didn't happen. Like imagine you mess with like, I don't know, Boba or somebody who can change their resources, right? And they are holding cards to play like exactly this amount of cards. And then now you've stolen the leader that can't ready resources, or the Han leader now can't deploy after they put a resource down in their resource pool and you just stole one. Now they're kind of screwed. I know it doesn't work because that's like, you still have to have tech for that to have DJ come out early, but just that kind of example. So DJ is literally like, it's a skilled player, like someone who knows the matchups and knows the whole thing. It's a tool for those type of players to answer those key moments in a game where they normally lose or struggle. So if like you're playing all the time and you're like Boba Yellow and you're losing to Vader flip, and then you dropped big stuff after, imagine just slowing them down one extra turn and then winning the game before they can do that, you know? So that's what DJ is used for. In my opinion, that's what I would think. I haven't played him yet, so I don't know. In theory, this might suck. Like, he might not be that good, but in my mind, I just picture he's a tool for those moments that I've lost many games with Boba Yellow at store showdowns in like the top 4 because like I couldn't recover from a super laser blast, or my opponent slowed me down enough and then deployed their leader and took control of the game. And if I just had one more turn to just swing with 2 more units or 1 more unit, the game would have been mine, you know? Like that's what it's for. It's just that like, but it might only happen one time every like 20 games, you know? Like it's just that tool you can put in your smuggle. Or you just play him normally as a 3/5, right? For 3, like a Boba, like a baby Boba unit, you know? And he's just a nice statted unit, but like maybe you can hide one in your smuggle for those moments. Like he's not the worst thing to have in a deck if you're not playing a matchup where you want to do that, but yeah, it's just a cool smuggle card, like very situational, but it could like win you more games than you have a right to win if you time it right and you know what your opponent's deck is trying to do. Edward unsubbed from Rob's comedy table? Yeah, it's not the best. Our comedy here is not what we shine at. That is for sure. Edward says, I just watched someone play Evacuate in the FFG Twin Sun stream today to bounce everyone's board, and that guy went on to win. Yeah, if you have your deck built around that to recover and play things out of your smuggle, like that's what that's for. And again, Game of Thrones, the card game 2nd edition, had all kinds of stuff like that in it. And you were used to the bounce and the wipe, or the pick one character to save on each side and wipe the rest and stuff like that. There's like crazy, you had to like just understand that stuff is not going to stick and how to like recover around it and like learn how to play through the crests and the valleys of the game flow depending on the matchups and stuff. It was like a thing. And remember, a lot of the designers that played and loved that game and worked on that game are now working on this game. So the DNA is there. Like some of the stuff is leaking in, I see, from Game of Thrones for sure. And other card games they had. All right, sorry. I can't talk and do 2 things at once. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's start the Kraken. First back. Gar Saxon. Oh yeah, he's one I want to figure out and play around for sure. I don't know if he'll be like competitive, but he definitely will be fun. I like this stuff. I like the idea of playing upgrades and all that kind of stuff. I loved him in draft when I play him. Yeah, he was like probably my favorite draft decks were my Gar Saxon ones that not draft, my pre-release. Let's, okay, we'll try to rip through the commons. Again, I've gushed about some of the commons and give little stories on them in past box openings or pack openings. But in here, I just want to kind of skip through till we get to the uncommons to not like delay. And we will chat and hang out and have fun. It's Friday. We're doing this on a live stream. So if you're here, I'm wondering why the video might be like an hour and a half, 2 hours long to open one box. This is not the channel for you. GTFO, bro. Okay? It's a live stream. I don't respect your time. Okay? If you're cool, I do. But if you're coming here to bitch, I don't. Okay? Because you have choice. Click a different video, man. All right. Oh, hello. That's a pretty hyperspace. That's a pretty hyperspace. I like ye. Any space stuff, man. That looks so cool. All right, anyways. Yes! I only have 1 of these. Now I have 2. We're on our way, guys. I just need some Snokes, and we'll be resurrecting Vaders and Mauls and Palpatines and Snokes in no time. Yes. Does that even all work together in the same deck? No, probably not, right? But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Maybe not on the same deck, but we're definitely gonna work something out with this card. Oh, yes. Yeah, let's not look at the art, okay? The art's not what we're here for. We're here about effects. You know, fun effects in the game. Oh, Concord Dawn Interceptor, uncommon foil. Okay. Let's we'll make like a, I guess, a rare pile. And then we'll do like a, oh, you know what we should do? A hyperspace pile. And we'll do like a hyperspace foil pile. Because like I do like looking at just regular hyperspaces. Those are probably the like actually the prettiest cards in the game, I think. Because once you start adding the foiling, it's a hit or miss sometimes. But these are like no question. Hyperspace just like automatically, it's way more eye-catching. And then we'll recap at the end. So if you are watching this later and you just want to scrub to like what I open, we'll talk about it at the end of the stream. So just keep scrubbing until you see us like spread out a bunch of cards on the table and root through them, okay? So yeah, you don't feel like you have to sit here and watch me chatting with my awesome community watching, okay? Yeah, because I know new people will show up every time like I'm just unboxing a board game even. It's just like people will just click on those videos and have no interest in a channel that does like long form playthroughs and stuff. But yeah, long form content here. All about the live streaming. It's the most fun for me. I know it's not the best for everybody, but it keeps me sane and enjoying my job, okay? Just we get that clear. Okay. Back to the fun. Bam, bam. Get those uncommons. Until we see a hyperspace common, we stop and look at it. Okay, Coruscant Dissident. Crosshair, I have plenty of crosshairs. Oh, hyperspace uncommon. I was getting excited there. Because sometimes this can be higher than an uncommon if it's hyperspaced. Oh, my first Tobias Beckett. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I don't remember this episode of Cheers where he had the guns in the snowy mountain though. But I'm sure that was a good one. All right. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I'm in. I had 0 this, so I like seeing rares that I have none of, not rares that I have 6 of, okay? So we're we're happy. So when you play a non-unit card, you may exhaust a unit that costs the same or less than that card you played. Use this ability only once each round. So this is similar to the theme of like Thrawn, right? And like Mandalorian, the leader. It kind of goes with like that theme. Oh, and it's funny, they make a smuggle blue. So that kind of tells you like you want this in like a yellow blue. A yellow blue deck would be the thing. Or one or the other, I guess you could do too. Because that cost is not far off, right? A 5 and a 4, that's not far off. So it could be viable in both, actually, and not have to be the same. Oh, we got a legendary and a rare. Impact number, what, 2? 2? Final Showdown Hyperspace Foil, legendary. Those are like legendary hyperspace foils, like as rare as a showcase, right? Isn't that like so rare to get a legendary hyperspace foil in the last slot? I feel like it's super, this may be only like the second one I've ever seen, like in all the packs I've opened, because it's like so rare. Like even seeing a rare hyperspace foil for me is like, I've maybe seen like 4 or something. Yeah, that's so rare, I think. Doesn't mean it's like the most expensive card or anything. It just means like, yeah, when you'll pull hyperspace foils a few in every box, but they're usually like common or uncommon, you know? But that's sick. And that's definitely a playable card for me. That's my 3rd copy. That's sweet. Sweet. Okay, this is all telling me to play like villain, or sorry, yeah, villain double yellow, I think is where I need to be going. Cool. All right, that goes there. Yeah, I'll just put that on the legendary, and then we'll do like a rare here. I'll do a rare here. Okay. Sick. All right, we're off to a good start. Oh, is Kristen still here? I saw Kristen earlier. Oh, this is, never mind. This is not in the normal legendary slot, so we still have no idea of the collation, right? Because this means we might have a 4 legendary box minimum. Or at least 3, right? Based on my experience with the first set. But sometimes you just get 2 regular legendaries in a box. That's like totally normal. Hunta. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, Fugitive Wookiee Hyperspace. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Bounty, exhaust unit. Yeah. I like collecting that bounty. Okay, we'll put that on a little hyperspace pile. Yeah, no clues yet. Okay, yeah, I like, as soon as I saw the L, I was instantly like, oh man, what's our next one? But it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't tell you anything, what I just did there. Hold on. Obviously you guys know if I'm like making mistakes like that, we haven't drank enough caffeine today yet. Yep, got a little excited. It's Friday. I'm trying to relax today, not drink as much caffeine. Tomorrow I'm going to 2 release events at the same location. In the morning, it's like 11 o'clock or something. Start the day off with like, I think a sealed. And then 4 hours later after that, so exactly the time of the tournament, hopefully I can find some time to like get some num-nums in my belly between there. And then at like 3 something in the afternoon, they're starting like a draft. So 2 days, same location, about an hour away. I'm gonna have a super long day, it'll be fun. At least an hour, with traffic probably more. And I'm gonna go all day, play sealed and then a draft. It's gonna be so fun. And then the next day, I'm going to a local store running a draft. And then on Wednesday, another store that supposedly was not getting any product is running a draft. And I'm going to go there. So draft is already happening. And then a couple weeks later, Gen Con, drafts and sealeds all week. Can't wait. So excited. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I'm pumped. All right, sorry. Back to this. I can't do 2 things at once. I'm so sorry. Bravado. Lurking Tie Phantom. DJ. There it is. Okay. The funny thing is I wanted to reach for a copy when talking about it for Minion's question. And I was like, oh, okay, let me show it as I'm talking about it. But I don't have any of my open cards near me. But here it is. This will help with that discussion. So yeah, so if you're playing tech with this guy, he would cost 5 and a yellow to deploy from Smuggle. Because it's only 2 more on top of this cost here. But if you smuggle it normally in like a yellow deck, let's say, like a 1 yellow, it's going to cost you 9 to smuggle it. That's probably too late to make any kind of impact. So it needs to be like literally on your turn 7 with double yellow. And it just helps you like mess with your opponent enough to hopefully give you that extra turn to win the game. If only there was another card that you could also play to make sure you win the game on that 1 extra turn you just bought yourself with DJ. If only there was a card to try the next turn to win, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's one that exists. I don't know. Anyways. Yes, we got our 3rd DJ. Sweet. Okay. So what does this mean? Kristen, that's our first clue, right? Oh, and I already have a DJ. Does this mean... yes, 100%. If you're playing tech, technically, if you have enough resources, you could smuggle something that you've stolen, and then they can't get it back. Or you'd use Han from the first set, and you could destroy it before giving it back. But you can't use Lando to do that. Lando, you have to own the resource. And then our foil is a Hylobon Enforcer. Hylobon? Hi, Lobon. Now I'm worried. Did I have a DJ as one of my legendaries in the first box I opened? I hope not. I don't want the exact same cards. I want variety, but I mean, I guess it's good to have play sets of cards you'll actually play. No sleeve for your Hyperspace Gambit? Yeah, I probably should, right? Yeah. I have them here, Moderates, but yeah, you're right. Again, I'm just playing with it, right? So like, I'm gonna actually have it in a Dragon Shield, slamming it and shuffling it for like hundreds of games probably. So for me, it's like, I don't care, but if I get another copy, then yeah, maybe I would sell this or trade it away or something. Yeah, so you're right. I should respect them more. 100% I should respect it more. Again, I'm a filthy card player, not a card like collector and seller, as you can obviously tell from my disrespect to the paper. They're all just game components to me. But Bo-Katan. Except for if we get a showcase, then I gently fondle that thing. Very gentle with some tussle. Some gentle tussling is as far as I go. Okay. Nema Outpost Constables. Hyperspace. So that hyperspace is like, okay, not blowing my mind, but yeah. Still cooler than the regular version, I'm sure. Chrysanthemum, Mercenary Gunship, a nice jetpack, and my 4th copy, I think, of Give In to Your Anger. Not the rare I'm looking for. Rickety Quad Jumper. Foil. Yeah, Bo-Katan is rare, so if you see her like in your draft or sealed pool, and you think you can grab Mandos, yoink it. Yoink it. I played a Bo at one of my pre-releases because I had the Mandalorian leader, and I had so many Mandalorian synergies. I had 2 armorers, and yeah, that deck wrecked, man. I wish the tournament went the 5 rounds it was supposed to, because I think I would have came out pretty high. Because it was like very synergistic. Like I was kind of, my opponents were like dropping their jaws with how it was all working together for a sealed deck. But yeah, Bo-Katan's ping, especially when she's on her leader side, yeah, you can like turn the game around big time. She is the leader, like a hero leader I actually would want to play and build around after my pre-release experience with her. Yeah, I do like tribal kind of decks. Like I liked in Game of Thrones playing like Dragon decks or Dothraki decks, even when they weren't the greatest in 1st edition and 2nd. They had their time in the sun, but like I definitely like that kind of synergy decks, you know? Just when like everyone has the same trait and all these things you're playing are working together. It's just fun. Salacious Crumb. So there's a creature I would cast with my mana. Midnight Repairs, Armed to the Teeth. Oh, my 4th, I think, Zori Bliss. Come on, I need new rares. I need rares I don't have already, please. Oh! We got a Kylo Ren in the foil slot. So we definitely got 2 bonus legendaries in this box, at least, right? That were in the last slot. And this is like, I think, my 2nd Kylo, which he is in the colors that I like playing. Definitely the Villain Red is a nice maybe Vader deck play to have another Force unit to play some like Force Throw and Force Lightning with. Maybe? I don't know. Is that good? Bad? I'm not sure. I have to try it out to see. Yeah. Yeah, that's a legendary rare pack again. All right. I overpaid for the box. And maybe it's working out. Maybe it's justified. No, it's probably not. Sleeve it? Guys, I can't sleeve every card, okay? No, I can. There you go. Okay. Then it looks like I care, right? And like these are like the greatest thing ever. It's like I just have to take out these sleeves anyway and put them in Dragon Shields after. I'll just sleeve these legendaries. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, they could skyrocket, right? All you need is one person to win like a 5K tournament with like 1 in their deck, and everyone then wants to buy it. So everyone's like, I wanna win like you. And then the next week everyone figures out how to beat that deck, and then those are garbage cards. But yeah. Welcome to card games. Hyperspace. Oh, you're getting a little cynical, Rob, today too. I'm sorry. I'm so tired, guys. I like late night last night playing a pre-release like an hour away. Started pretty late in the evening, went a little late, but it is fine. Hard to wind down after those 2, right? Have fun and like seeing all the cards and all the plays and oh, my 2nd Ruthlessness. I like this one. I played this one at Aspect in a pre-release. In my Mandalorian deck, I think. Or maybe no, I played it in my what's his name again? Gar Saxon. I played in my Gar Saxon deck with Fen Rao, like out of Aspect, so he could reduce the cost and attach this to him, and like when this unit attacks and defeats a unit, deal 2 damage to the defending player's base. Yeah, this is a cool upgrade. Cool upgrade. Yeah, I like that one. Then we got L337 foil, uncommon. Yeah, so that's good. That's a rare I only had 1 of, so that's fine. I don't know if it's the most playable, but it's villain. I'm in. I'll try it out in a deck. Whether I take it to a store to play it out in the open, who knows, but at home I'll play it for sure. Hondo Onaka. I want to see someone build the busted deck with this guy. I don't know if I want to be the one to take the work and the testing and all the lost games to figure that out, but I hate drawing them in sealed, that's all I'll say. But maybe in a draft you can make them work if you have the right cards get passed to you, you know? Maybe somebody's already figured it out. I don't know. But again, like nobody's really playing tournaments yet, so. And online is like not the same as playing in-person tournaments, so those are my favorite when like someone posts a deck video and they play online against a bunch of opponents. And like I played it on Carabath, and like yeah, that is not a good place to test your deck, my friends. I'm telling you. Like you will win every single game and you'll be like, wow, this deck's amazing. You take it to a store and you're like, oh, the people I was playing on there and the decks they were playing weren't exactly the type of decks and people I play in person. Yeah. So there you go, Armor. Oh, okay. Now, First Light, this is like my 6th copy of this card. I like it, but not what I'm looking for. And a Discerning Veteran. Hyperspace Foil. Oh yeah, I'll put those, put like this. Let's go like this. I know you can't see them all. We'll look at them after. We'll look at them after. Put the shinies. Oh, Minion says, I did well in sealed with Hondo. Had half my deck with Smuggle. And it was like, it was good. I just was afraid because like, I feel like I'd want to test it out first. And I know you could just like tweak your deck after like the first game if you're feeling like it's not working. But just like spending the time to try to put the deck together and then just chickening out after and trying to assemble another deck is not what I want to be doing between rounds. But I mean, I'm sure it works. It's just like, I would assume it's really dependent on what you pull, right? Like, because there are some pools where like in the colors you have the most of, you just have no Smuggle cards, right? So you definitely wouldn't try that in that situation. But I probably had pools where I could build his deck and I just didn't want to, so I just went the other way. And maybe that cost me to lose some games for sure, but that's just the way it was. That looks neat, actually. I like that. Relentless Pursuit. Okay, here's the uncommons. Freetown Backup, Bell the Dragon. And our 3rd copy we needed of Enterprising Lackeys if we're ever going to play double green Palp again and try this in there maybe. I don't know. Clan Challengers. These guys are dirty. This is a great card to play at your pre-release. I've done dirty things with them against my opponents. My opponents have done dirty things against me. These guys are badass. Good stuff. Okay, rare. Yeah. Oh, you didn't lose with it. Follower of the Way plus Covert Strength with Hondo, 5/8 unit on turn 2. Oh, wow. Yeah, Covert Strength, I played that card once. It is great, actually. Even hiding it in your Smuggle to do on a unit later, like to get it out of kill range and stuff, is like, oh, so good. Yeah, that card is going to be a pain in the ass for some opponents for sure. But yeah, on that guy with the buff too, right? From having upgrades. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Oh yeah, I like these guys too. All right, let's keep it going. Let's get to those uncommons. Dengar. L337, Remnant Reserves. I already have a playset of Sugis for sure, so this is extra trade fodder, I think. And then we got a Chain Code Collector common. Is Finn the card that brings back upgrades from the discard, or is there another? Edward, Finn, like the leader? There's one that like, you're talking about Gar, right? You're talking about this. I think that's what you're talking about, right? Finn is like defeat. Finn is like you defeat a shield on a unit or something, and then you can turn it into an experience or vice versa. You can tell I have no interest in playing it. I think this is what you mean, Edward, what you're asking about. Yeah, this guy is when defeated, you may return an upgrade that was attached to this unit to its owner's hand. He gives that to like all friendly units, including himself, I think, too. Because it doesn't say other. It doesn't say other. And I guess he gets friendly with himself, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's continue here. Ray. Coordinate City. Oh. I like this guy, actually. Definitely did some work in my sealed events with this one. Just this like annoying on attack exhausted defender, like at the right moment. Like no one ever attacks this guy, they just leave him on the board. And then like, you know, you're getting those later resources turn, they play something big and you're just like, you just run this guy into it to exhaust it for a turn. Or bounce it back to hand even and play it again for one with Maclunky? Yeah, he's not bad actually. Maybe it was just my opponents didn't know really how to deal with him, but like I felt he was good. But I don't know if he'll be played too much. F's Nest, Sundari Peacekeeper. Oh yes, my first Kylo Taya Silencer. Yes. Okay, sweet. This is a card I actually want to play with. Yes. And then we have no bargain foil. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. All right. I'll grab a sleeve here. Okay. Stop yelling at me. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Action. If this unit was discarded from your hand or deck this phase, play it from your discard pile paying its cost. This is straight up a Martell card from like Game of Thrones kind of vibe. The card game. Like losing to win or whatever it's called, that style. But yeah, that's great. That is great. I love villain space stuff, red, black. This is all good. It's all good. That is good. I'm in. One less I'd have to buy. I mean, trade for. Or draft. One less I have to grab in a draft. We'll see. Dr. Afra. I want to see someone make this busted too. She's more interesting to me to play than Hondo. I would definitely play her first. But who knows? Like, we'll see. I still have to like figure out like what cards in the pool am I trying to play if I'm using a set 2 leader. Like what leader would I actually start like messing with, you know? I'm not sure yet. I just want to like buff up my set 1 leaders. That's really what I want to do. So Bow. Kill target. Spare the target. And our rare / legendary. Choose sides. I definitely needed more of these. I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I had. Where is it? Oh, I did have 2. So now I have a play set of these. I don't know if you want to play a play set, but definitely it does look like a fun card. Anything changing control is fun. Choose a friendly non-leader unit and an enemy non-leader unit. Exchange control of those units. Here, take my 1-cost weenie. I'll take your 7-cost bomb card. I'll take your Avenger, please. Thanks. It doesn't even say like same arena or anything. This is so bad. Oh my god. Here, take my Salacious Crumb and I'll take your Devastator. Like, right? There's nothing stopping that. It's cost 7. That's crazy. And a foil Dengar. Like, this is a card you build a deck around just to be annoying. And it goes with the other cards. Like, Change of Heart, you do some green-yellow thing, right? Play some Palpatine with that, maybe? I don't know. I think you could just have some goofy fun with it. Goofy fun. Like, I don't know if it wins, but definitely makes opponents flip the table, and that can be a win all in its own. Cad Bane. Okay. Oh, this guy. If you had this guy, you'd play Hondo, right? He's a guy who was like always like, I don't know. I hate these cards where you need initiative to make the card like worth it. But I think he's like a Hondo. He's meant to play in a Hondo deck, I assume, right? That's kind of like He matches the colors. He has smuggle. I feel like he's like the card like that you need to put in there. Like they always put cards in this set like for the leader, and it's like usually pretty obvious. This is the way. Unlicensed Headhunter. Yeah, man, this third uncommon slot's been like sucky in set 2 so far, I feel. Let the Wookiee win. I already have 3 of these, so this is trade fodder for sure. It's not bad. And Moment of Glory. Yeah, where's my Dr. Evazan? Just like 1 or 2, please. Would be nice, but not the end of the world. Oh, there's Finn. Defeat a friendly upgrade on a unit. If you do, give a shield token to that unit. I mean, that hyperspace looks nice. And then on the back, on attack, you may defeat a friendly upgrade on a unit. Oh, only friendly though, right? So you can't like knock off bounties. It feels like it's a huge missed opportunity. Because or that would that be friendly because you control it? I don't know. I'm not sure. That's one I'm not 100% on. Like, because the bounty's played on your character and now is under your control, I think. So is that friendly? I don't know. I have to look up like what friendly exactly means in this game. Because if he can knock off bounties, he's got some value. If he can't, then like, yeah, if you, yeah, Minion says that it's certain you can't. Yeah, if he can't, then like, what is he doing? I think someone screwed up because I think he should be a way to just knock off bounties. That I think would be a cool leader to have like for countering bounties would be cool. Yeah, enemy bounties aren't friendly. Yeah, it probably says in the bounty rules. I have read them. I just didn't read them like thinking about him. And now I probably should reread them and see. But yeah. Privateer Crew. Toro Calican. Clan Saxon Gauntlet. Oh, this is my first Vambrace Flamethrower, I think. I've seen someone play this card against me. But yeah, I have 0. Okay, now I have 1. So what's this for? Item, armor, weapon. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. Attached unit gains on attack. You may deal 3 damage divided as you choose among enemy ground units. This is like similar to like Fallen Lightsaber kind of idea, right? Kind of like a red. It's like Red's theme kind of thing. That's pretty cool, right? Cost 3 though. I don't know. But it's cool though. Like again, there's so many like upgrades. It's like you can't play too many in a deck. So it's like you gotta make your choice. And then a foil Reckless Gunslinger. Flamethrower plus Ruthlessness seems fun. All right. Let's recap since we have both right here. Okay. So you're saying attack for 3 when this unit attacks and defeats a unit. So you have the on attack dealing damage. Plus, if you need to still hit them, you have bonus. And then when this unit attacks and defeats a unit. So this would trigger, even if this unit died, you just resolve it after the death, right? Deal 2 damage to the defending player's base. Okay. This guy would get removed from the battlefield so fast. Whoever you put this on is dead in like the next round for sure. But yes, I can see that being fun. Your opponent will throw everything at it. That'd be hilarious. Okay, I like it. Minion, I like the way you think. Use change sides with sneak attack so that the thing you trade dies at the end of the turn. Oh my. Oh my. That's pretty crazy actually now that you're saying that. You have to line up a lot for that to work, but that would be hilarious. Yeah, that actually, oh man. I got my brain going there. It's yeah. Fennec, scanning officers, Sonara San. Wild Rancor. I already have like 3 or 4 of these guys, so trade fodder if anyone wants. Come and find me at Gen Con. I'll bring all my extras. Bring all my extras so we can trade. I love looking for unrealistic combos. But those are the best when you like play them locally and no one's thought of them and you just like slap them on the table the first time and they're like, and you like all of a sudden you like wipe their board or like kill something you shouldn't have killed with like a weenie unit and they're like, wait, what? And then in the best of 3, the next 2 rounds you're not getting away with it. But it's like you can always get like that one free win in when you like throw them off with some like wacky combo. But then you change the mentality of those players too, because then the next week they show up with like answers for that stuff. So you like have to change it. They're like, we're not letting that happen again. Although there are some local players I have that like will not change the deck they're playing. Like they maybe tweak a card or two, but they every time they're coming with the same leader and the same color. And it's like you just know. Doesn't mean you win always against them or anything, but because they just get more comfortable and better with the deck. And that is the thing all on its own. Oh, nice. This is the guy I was talking about before in Villain. I only have 1 of, but I didn't even know this guy was a card until I opened him. He's an Underworld Warbird Captain. When an enemy unit attacks your base. So like this guy just has to be out, right? And you can just give a shield token to a friendly unit in the same arena as the attacker. So like you're playing against a rush deck. I know it's probably a little slow. Oh, I know what this works good with. I'm thinking about situations that I like. When this guy is out on 6, or if you ramp into him earlier. It's those times when they get the stupid saboteurs out and you have some sentinels going. But maybe they have like 1 saboteur, you know, Fighters for Freedom, or that new Mandalorian little saboteur, and they sneak it in and hit your base, or like Cassian Andor or something, right? They saboteur your base, and you have a sentinel there, and they haven't tacked into the sentinel yet because they don't want to. They just want to hit your base, get some damage in. This makes them maybe not do that, because then you can put shields on the sentinel, or shields on whatever unit you want to kill their units with, and you keep your board around and hopefully like whittle their board down. Otherwise, I think if they're just attacking your base and you're putting shields on them, it might be not enough to win. I don't know. Yeah, shields on sentinels, I think, is the play against saboteurish decks, you know, like have all the saboteur stuff going on. Because then right after that, you kill that saboteur with the shield and pop it. And then, you know, if you want to do it that way. Yeah, I find this interesting. I just don't know if at 6 cost, it's like there in time. And if you're like ramping, you're probably having trouble against, you might be having trouble against the rush already, because if you're ramping, you're probably not putting bodies on the board. I don't know. And it's not like, if this guy was an official, then I'd be like, okay, he goes with like the Emperor's Royal Guards and stuff. But we do have more Sentinel now in this set. So you maybe don't need that pairing. I feel like this guy can work somehow. Somehow. I just don't know how. Maybe he stinks, I don't know. But I like when I read this idea, I'm thinking like, man, that sounds like it should be good. And then we have a look the other way. Look the other way. Yeah, it's shield for space units. Like, yeah, it just says a friendly unit, right? Yeah. Oh, no, in the same arena as the attacker. So they have to attack you with a space unit. Then you put a shield on, and then you, like, kill their space unit, pop your shield, right? That's the idea. It just might be a little too slow. Because he comes out too late for all that to happen. So by then you're already, like, you know, on death's door probably. Unless you've controlled them well enough already. And then at that point, do you really need more of that stuff? Is it like win more in that case? I don't know. Hyperspace Ray. Gentle Giant Hyperspace. Very nice. I think I have one of these already. Or a couple. Couple Hyperspace ones. Surprise Strike. Like, I never opened this in a single pre-release kit I played. And I would have loved to open it. And that's why they reprinted in the set to make limited better. And the only ones I've ever opened personally were only in my booster boxes, where I don't need them. Damn RNG. Damn RNG. Valiant Assault Ship. Oh, the next one's a hyperspace in our third uncommon slot. Could it be better than an uncommon? Could it be a rare? Could it be a legendary? It's a rare. First Light. It's like my 7th copy of First Light. But it looks crazy good. Yeah. That looks sick. That looks sick. Yeah, that's a nice piece of paper. And then we got Effentman. Effentman. I think I have. Oh, now this makes a play set, so I don't know if I ever care to play this guy, but he's the head of security though. But yeah, I have 3 now. And a follower of the way. That's the one we were talking about earlier. Very nice. Fennec. Reputable Hunter. Hyperspace. Oh, Rose Tico uncommon. Cripple Authority. Frozen and Carbonite. Bazine, yes, the 3rd copy. I wanted a Bazine for my Bobadex. Yes, yes. Let me look at your hand. Yes, yes. All up in your business. Sweet. And a foil Lady Proxima. Okay, that's actually like, I'm happy about that one. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Effentman? Effentmohan? Oh, where's that guy from? He from one of the animated series or something? I don't recognize him. Or is he like a background character from a movie? I don't know where that guy's from in Star Wars, to be honest. Looks like he's straight from the Muppets. Which would make sense because they used a lot of Muppets in the original Star Wars stuff, so that makes sense. Muppets are cool. Oh, he was in Jabba's palace in the crowd? Not very memorable. Cool. Oh, Return of the Jedi. Now I gotta go like look now. Because I don't remember him at all, and I've seen that movie many, many, many times over my lifetime. But it does not, I don't, he doesn't stick out to me. Did he get edited out in the Laserdisc version? And maybe that's why I didn't see him? Just kidding. Oh, that looks cool. That looks cool. Yes! 3rd copy of The Mandalorian. There you go. We got a playset. We got a playset of Mando. And then we'll... Oh, sick! We got another copy of Tech in the foil rare slot there. Oh, yeah. All right, that's cool. Okay, I like this box. I like it. I like it. It's filling out the collection with cards I actually want to play with, or Mel wants to play with, that we need. I don't know if I should be leaving that, but yes. All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We're doing good. Doing good. The Decipher CCG featured a lot of background guys on the cards. Well, I'm assuming if you're around for a bunch of years making a ton of sets, you have to dig into that stuff. You have to. Otherwise it gets boring. Just keep reprinting the same main characters over and over again with different versions, right? I know they still do that, but I want to make this guy work too. I just always pass up on him and steal it. I get chicken out on him. But maybe tomorrow I'll try to make him work if I get a decent enough pool. I want to try him out. Is this little speck there? I don't know. Fenral. Okay, okay. Protector of Concord Dawn. I never noticed that. IG-11. Yes. Wrecker. Yes, 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 yes. All right, our second Wrecker. There you go. Mel can throw this in her deck and replace, what do you replace? Like Steadfast Battalion or something? There you go. When played, you may defeat a friendly resource. If you do, deal 5 damage to a ground unit. And overwhelm. Boom. Boom. That's what you say when you play them. Boom. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I like this box. I like this box a lot. I don't feel as bad paying a little more for it. It's lived up to the hype. Definitely lived up to the hype. It's like giving me cards I need for my collection and playable ones that we would play in our decks. But it's subjective, right? It's all subjective. Deathwatch Hideout. Okay, there's a hyperspace. That looks cool. That looks cool. Pretty, pretty. Oh, we got a hyperspace foil in the back. I'm sorry, guys. Spoilers. We got our second Chewbacca. Very nice. Very nice. This guy won me games at pre-release for sure. I know he won many people games based on stories I was hearing after. That whole like when played, you may defeat a unit with 5 or less remaining HP. I smuggled this guy in play a couple times. Oh my. Very good. Very good. Yeah, this is a good card. I'm calling it now. This one it'll be annoying in some decks for sure. That's definitely a good card. Oh, and a Kirax Heavy Freighter. I mean, that does look cool. Uncommon. I think like 4 packs left, including this one. You saw someone smuggle Chewie for 11? That's doing it correctly. That is like, you put that guy in your deck, even if you have to pay extra for him 100%. I don't know about the smuggle, but that's a little crazy. But I mean, if the game's going that long and you can like, you have enough sentinels to kind of push it, it's hard and sealed. Like some stores I was playing at were giving us only 50-minute rounds instead of 55, which was kind of annoying because people are like reading cards a lot and learning how to play. The one I played last night, there was like 3 players there that never played the game since like the first pre-release or something like that, or played the game really at all, and they were used to other games. So it's like they were kind of slower players, obviously, which is totally fine. But even like players that know the game and even know the new cards, it just goes long, I find, in sealed. So if you're building a deck like that that's trying to get to like 11 resources, I don't know if I'm a fan of that in sealed. But yeah, it happens. Smuggler's Aid, Hyperspace. Maclunky. A new adventure. All right, we're gonna go on a new adventure at some point with this card. Echo. Cobb Vanth in the uncommon hyperspace slot. Could we have a triple rare pack? Ooh. I think this now makes a playset of Cobb Vanth, so we're okay. I don't know if I'm playing him or where I'd put him, but he looks cool. Like, it's a cool card. General Raiken. Now have a playset of those. That's nice. It was a triple rare pack. Sick. Although this is like my 7th copy of Unrefusable Offer, but you know, it's how it's working today. Cool. Kristen called it. Or I called it. I see. Yeah. I just get that vibe, like when you see the rare in that slot, it's like, we know the next one's probably a rare. And then that last slot like has a chance, but probably is not going to be. But I've seen it a few times. I've seen it a few times. I have the triple rare pack. It's a thing. Oh, you call? Yeah. I thought you had already called it before I even called it. I was like, that I expect it. Headhunting. Mercenary Gunship. Emphy's Nest. Boba Fett's armor. Yes. All right, we have one. We officially have one. I can go out on the town dancing in my nice shiny armor. If attached unit is Boba Fett and damage would be dealt to him, prevent 2 of that damage. Yeah, don't even tell me the unrefusable promos. Now, that's, of course, I open a ton of them, and then and then I'll have a whole bunch from Store Showdown. Stupid. Oh, all right. That's sick. All right, and then we got. Oh, hello. A Trandoshan Hunter Hyperspace Foil. That's cool. All right, last 2 packs. Jaroslav, thank you for subscribing. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but thank you so much for subscribing. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Joseph says, I think the extra 55 Canadian was worth it for this box. Yeah, so far I think so. I want to do a recap at the end though. We'll see. It feels like it is based on like, I find value if it's like filling in singles that I don't have to buy or like have to try to trade for. That's great, right? And if I'm getting extras to trade that are actually playable, that also is nice. And I feel like that's been happening a little bit, but I don't know. Like we'll see, right? It's like, what do people want to play with? What leaders are popular? That's really what's going to drive it, right? Rich Boys Gint, thank you for subscribing. Sorry, I know. Thank you for subscribing. Queel, I have spoken. Punishing One. Lady Proxima. Our second to last rare slot of the box is Survivor's Gauntlet. I think I already have a playset of these. I think I have like a hyperspace one. Yeah, yeah, this is an extra for trade for sure. And then a hyperspace foil chain code collector. Okay, last one. Last one. No extras. I can't find any more. This is it. That's it. Then we'll do our recap, and then everyone can go enjoy the rest of their weekend. And I'll be playing lots of Star Wars Limited all weekend. I'll be playing Star Wars Unlimited Limited. The best way to play this unlimited card game is the limited format. Yeah. But why do they call it unlimited if you only want to play limited? Oh, perfect. A hyperspace twin pod clown car. Yeah, that's right. I mean, not bad in sealed. Like, it's annoying restoring 2, or very nice restoring 2, depending on where who's playing the card, but Jabba's Rancor, top target. A good card. Bo-Katan Kryze. Wookie Mart says, so how long are you giving this set before stock dries up? Well, it's coming in like bigger waves. So the first wave is smaller than the first wave of the first set. So if you're finding cards right now, like some stores are running drafts and sealed. So obviously they got enough of set 1 to feel comfortable. And they know when the next wave is coming, which probably is like literally a month later. They're getting another boost of product, not just 2 boxes like the first set. The first set dried up and then they panicked and made the waves, and the waves were literally trickles. This time they enacted it way in advance to literally divvy up the set in waves that are bigger waves to help promote organized play. So stores are feeling more comfortable. Even Wookie Mart locally, like there's a bunch of drafts popping up already this week. And if stores are confident to run drafts, that means they know there's more product coming, which is great. So yeah, I'm not going to look at it negatively because I think they're doing with what they can when they couldn't even print more yet. It's like not possible. So if what they're doing makes more organized play limited, then that's great. Because remember, they can't really print anything till like the fall, so you can't get mad at them for their game being so popular, I guess. But yeah, there we go. My first copy of Altering the Deal. Discard a captured card guarded by a friendly unit. So this I could play in like a deck where I'd want to play Dryden Voss. If I own Dryden Voss, you'd play this in like a Jabba deck, right? That's kind of where you want this. That seems good for that. And then a Bounty Guild Initiative foil. Yeah. I've seen a bunch of stores getting their pre-orders canceled from the distributors. Those are probably sucky stores, though. That didn't support the game from the beginning, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's not going to stop me from enjoying and playing the game, though. And the hundreds of other players that I play with every week. So I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. I'm not going to worry about stock shortages because, you know, it's only the second set. I got a bunch of cards from set 1. Second set just fills in some of those cards, so I'm not too worried. If I can play a bit of limited, that's great. I already played 6 pre-releases, so I'm like limited out. And tomorrow I'm playing 2 more. A sealed and a draft. Sunday a draft. Wednesday a draft. Going to Gen Con, playing in 4 drafts and 2 sealeds or something like that. So yeah, and yeah, I'm not really worried about card shortages, to be honest. Yeah, and then it's only a few more months and we get set 3 and a reprint of set 1 and maybe even a reprint of set 2. So it's like, really, I feel like my hobby time is supplied just nicely. All right, let's take a look at what we got. So first, Hyperspaces, the most beautiful graphic treatment other than showcases in the game, I think, personally. They just look clean. Very nice. I mean, some of these cards are maybe garbage, but I mean, they look like really cool. I wish the whole game this was the default format. And then they only foiled them or showcased them, kind of thing, you know? Because that looks cool. Yeah, those look cool. Those look cool. All right. And then we got 4 Hyperspace foils that are not like rare legendary. If they're rare legendary, I put them in here. I put them in these piles. But yeah. Those are looking nice. Bling, bling, bling. Bling, bling, bling. I would like to capture your unit with my sexy foily Hyperspace card, if you don't mind. Thanks. Let me put them under this shiny, distracting card. Thanks. And then our pile of rares. Bulbous Armor, Cobb Vanth Hyperspace, Chewbacca, Wrecker, boom. So like definitely ones I'm like really wanting. I know this is personal because like Villain I don't have one. But I'm like very pumped about opening those. Very pumped about this one. So like for me, it's like these rares like hit. Oh, I mean this is just sexy. Like I don't need more of this, but I'm gonna trade away the regular ones though, because that is sick. This guy's great. My first flamethrower, ruthlessness. Like, yeah, for me these are the rares like I'm looking for. Choose sides. My third one of those. Enterprising Lackeys. I want to make that work somehow. And my first Tobias Beckett. And another Palpatine's Return. Like, yeah, these rares, like, most of these ones I already have enough of for a playset. And, oh, some of these completed the playset, like Cobb and Ephonmon. But the rest of them I already had a playset. So it's like extra trade stuff for other rares I don't have any of, so that's fine. But now, like, I feel like I can put some of these in decks, like, very soon. Once I start playing Constructed, whenever that happens in the next week or 2. And should be good. Now to the legendaries. A Mandalorian. Now I have a playset, sweet. My first Kylo's TIE Silencer. Third DJ, so I can throw him in some decks. My third copy of Final Showdown in Hyperspace Foil Legendary. Yeah, I know that's not focusing. Camera's getting confused with the shininess. It's blinding it. And then a Kylo Ren foil. So I got two extra legendaries. These ones are the regular slots, which are like collated, right? Like, so they're like always going to get them together, or at least in the same like order-ish. They might spill into the next box and stuff, but these two are like special because they came in the non-rare slot. So I got like 2 bonus legendaries is basically how you look at it. So not the worst. Definitely like probably my best legendary box I've ever opened. Other than the one where I got like a Luke and a Vader in the first set. But I don't know how many legendaries I got in that one. I just know they came in the same box. There's like paper on my sleeve. So yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. So, Kristen says, I don't vary to draft until Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday's like the first chance you get to draft. I mean, that's still good. Just think about like set 1, how like a lot of stores like couldn't even do drafts at all, period, because they didn't place orders for the game until people came in the store saying, I heard Star Wars Unlimited's good. We want to buy some. Do you have any? And they went, no, but let me just call my distributor. Oh, when I said no to you the first time, when you called me asking me if I wanted the game, I now want it. Oh, screw myself? Oh, okay, thanks, bye. Or hi, I would like to order some set 2. Oh, aren't you the store that said no thanks to set 1? Or didn't run any events for set 1? Yeah, that's me. I don't run any Warriors Play. I just want more to sell the singles. Yeah, screw you. You know? I like the way they're supporting stores to run events. I think that's great. That's great. But now we should be able to do some drafts. I mean, I got to do some drafts at the beginning of set 1, but that was a super rare thing, I felt. Yeah, Minion, you're lucky. Minion number Q says, thankfully I had one store that did draft weekly from the start of set 1. Yeah, we had a local store that was doing draft, and they would do draft when they got their like couple boxes later. But they didn't do like prize support for it. They had weekly OP packs, which was good. But even the drafting was limited to like 8 players, and like because product shortages still made it like not as plentiful, right? And like, you know, it wasn't always guaranteed, which was like, but when it happened, oh man, it's so fun. So fun, even without like prize support and pressure to like win. It was still so fun to draft and play those. That was like some of my best experiences playing set 1 was in drafts, for sure. Anytime I had a chance to draft, I was in. I like love it. I love it. So fun. Kristen was up till 1 a.m. because I was at a pre-release till midnight. I was at a pre-release till like, I think it was like after 10, but then I had to drive over an hour home. And then, yeah, it was a long day already, but I guess it's not that late, but just a like long day of streaming and posting video and then driving there. And the drive there was kind of sucky. It was like extra half hour of driving because of traffic and stuff. But, oh, the downside was no pack prize support, but I did get a plastic initiative token from winning once, which I promptly lost. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I always forget mine at the table, and then people are like, Rob, your token? And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks. Thanks. There we go. Oh, we got some new subscribers that just happened there. Thank you for subscribing, guys, or the number just updated, I guess. Thank you for subscribing. Sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna go rest up, get ready for some limited tomorrow all weekend, and then yeah, I'll be streaming some next week. I'll schedule some streams soon. Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend, and any of you are pulling cards, leave it in the comments below. Like, what did you pull? Did you get a showcase? What legendaries? What legendaries are you valuing, or what rares do you want to play in like your first constructed premier decks? Like, I've already talked about all the ones I want to put in decks, but yeah, I'm curious what people are trying to chase. Like, what are the ones you're hoping to open or trade for or buy as singles, like, or draft and pick up, you know? Like, I'm very curious, like, how people are looking at the set. Like, are you just trying to like grab stuff for set 1 stuff you already have? Is this your first set you're in the game on? Like, how are people coming at this, you know? Like, is it all just set one players that we're just buying stuff and playing the game right now? Or are there new players actually buying starter decks and entering the game and joining sealeds and drafts and pre-releases to start in set 2, hoping that the reprint of set 1 later they'll do it kind of backwards, set 2 first, then set 1? I'm very curious. Like, I wonder if anyone's approaching it that way. And their card pool starts with only set 2. I think that'd be so weird. But it would be super interesting, right? Like, then people are like running the new leaders and stuff. I think that would be very neat, where you have like a mix of players, whereas like set 1 pool players and set 2 pool players. Yeah, be really neat. I really want to get Wookiees, but in the absence of the right cards, I'm going to try to make GI work. Oh, Grand Inquisitor. Yes, with all the grit Wookiees. Yes, yes, yes. I was thinking just like new Han with the Wookiees from damage, but yes, duh. Grand Inquisitor's like the OG. I'm going to smack my units and buff them up. Yes, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just keep thinking there is grit on like some units that are just like red and stuff that aren't even Wookiees. I know there is. Oh, Nigel says, I'm brand new and that's what I'm doing. Okay. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that like every time there's starter decks that are new or like new pre-releases happen, I want to see like new players join. And like last night I saw like 3 new players or 2, maybe 2 that never played the game before, but there was like a couple that hadn't played since the first pre-release. They just never got cards after, so they didn't play. I guess where they play, it's like they don't really get much product. But yeah, they were happy to play and add some more cards to their collection, and they're doing like weekly events there now and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping, because that's what I loved about Keyforge was like at any time, that was like FFG's last collectible card game, where you could like at any time walk in a store, never heard of the game before, buy a deck right off the shelf and literally join in that weekly's like tournament or casual event or whatever. And like people can do that with sealed and draft pre-release, you know, or technically buy a starter deck and slide on in and play casual with it, right? And I'm hoping that adds that like entry point. Like it's not as good as Keyforge where it's like all the time, like every time, but it's still, you need those like entry points for new players to be like often. And that's the sad part with the card shortage is, you know, if there was not a card shortage, literally you'd have like 10 stores in your area all different nights of the week running drafts and Twin Suns and sealeds and whatever, like, you know, a couple times a month and stuff like that, right? And all those different kind of events like attract different players. So it's like you need people to come in the game as people are also leaving the game, and that'll give like a good life to the game, I think. Obviously you want it to keep growing forever, but eventually it'll stop like growing. Players will leave, but like you need players also cycling in too, right? So it's good that even with the like underprinted set 1 and 2 and probably 3, it's good that like people like Nigel are still rolling in. Like that is good. That's what you want. For me, I'm like thinking that we'll see that more like around the holidays, and maybe set 4 when they actually get printing numbers and there'll be multiple sets available, kind of like Lorcana. Like for the last few months, every time I go to a game store or a department store or whatever, there's like all the Lorcana booster packs are there to buy, all the starter decks are there to buy. But for the first few months of the game, you couldn't find anything anywhere, and people are killing each other for like a card or a starter deck. And that game is now fine, and the product is everywhere, and everyone's having a blast, right? But I think we'll see that with Star Wars probably like spring of next year. We'll see it all kind of like now be more readily available. Tournaments will start up and all that stuff. The organized play will be in full swing, and new players will be sliding in, and they'll have multiple starter decks to choose from, finding their favorite characters, you know, jumping in at sets they like, go finding, you know, we'll have drafts with maybe like set 1, set 2, set 3, and set 4 packs mixed in would be hilarious. Just weird stuff like that. Hopefully it happens. That's the magic Christmas land I'm hoping for in the future. But right now it's like, let's just survive, stay positive, have fun, and play with what we got, and like, you know, support the local stores, still show up. and show them you're interested in the game, because they're not going to place an order for more stuff if nobody's coming in and playing and wanting it, you know? Even if you're only playing for store credit, show them there's a community there for the game and keep playing, because you can't be mad at the store for not ordering cards and stuff if you didn't go there to tell them you were interested and play there and spend money there and hang out there every week, you know? That's like, you got to do that. It's like chicken and egg, man. You can't complain about the chicken if the egg didn't show up every week. You know what I mean? Or cart before the horse. I don't know what the saying is, but you know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard. Like, I see people who sit at home complaining that their local stores don't run events for their favorite game, but then they've never gone into the store to tell the owner, I would like to help you get events going, or I'll share it on social media, or I'll run your Facebook group, or whatever it is, to a Discord thing to help bring people together, you know, or you'll show up every week with some spare decks to help teach people. Like, sometimes you have to put in the work. It can't be the store. It can only support so many games without help, you know? But yeah. Nigel says, I never had a local shop that got cards, but they got enough buy-in that I grabbed 2 boxes of set 2 and playing next week. Yeah. Usually play Lorcana. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. I played a little Lorcana at the beginning. And then just couldn't buy more cards, so I just kind of gave up and pre-ordered a bunch of Star Wars Limited and jumped in hard. But that's cool. That's cool. Cool. Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for subscribing. All the usual YouTube stuff. Thanks to the 26 likes clicked. Thank you. And yeah, everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you're playing in some events this weekend. Some pre-release events that still happen even after release. Everyone enjoy the rest of your release day for set 2 of Shadows of the Galaxy, which launched today. July 12th, official launch day. I should have said that at the beginning. But yeah, everyone, hopefully you pull some good cards, playing some good events over the next little while. Hopefully you have some fun in set 2, but remember, the cards are short. Demand is super high. Supply is not as great. But yeah, I'm pumped for the game. Super fun. Having a great time. And yeah, have some fun. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.